having a good time at a British party. David here.
Hello, I'm Kelly.
In this lesson, you'll learn how to socialize in a casual setting and follow conversations. The conversation takes place at Daniel's flat,
The speakers are neighbours.
so they will use informal English. Okay, let's listen to the conversation. How long have you lived here, Katrina?
About a month.
A month? Wow, so you're new to the area too.
Yeah, I start at the university next month.
What are you studying?
I'm studying history.
Oh, I'm studying history too.
Really? Cool.
Listen to the conversation one time slowly. How long have you lived here, Katrina?
About a month.
A month? Wow. So you're new to the area too.
Yeah, I start at the university next month.
What are you studying?
I'm studying history.
Oh, I'm studying history too.
Really? Cool.
In this lesson, it was party time.
Yeah, it was. This party was a housewarming party, but there doesn't need to be an actual reason for a party. Sometimes people just party because they want to party.
Sounds like a good enough reason to me. I like house parties like this one. It's easier than hiring somewhere.
And it's obviously cheaper. You can have a lot of variety in house parties too.
Oh, yeah. They're not all loud music and large groups of people.
No, sometimes house parties are just a few friends getting together for home cooking.
Sounds good.
With parties, especially house parties, it's important to know if it is a BYOB party.
BYOB?
Bring your own bottle. It means that you should bring your own alcohol or even food to the party. The host will usually tell you this or write it on the invitation, so make sure you check.
I guess it'd be pretty embarrassing to come empty-handed.
It would be. Parties are great places to meet new people and network, so you don't want your first impression to be as the person who didn't bring anything.
Now, let's take a look at the vocabulary from this lesson. The first word is
Month.
any one of the 12 parts into which the year is divided.
Month. Month.
Next, we have
Wow.
exclamation of surprise.
Wow. Wow.
Next, we have
Area.
section.
Area. Area.
Next, we have
Next.
immediately following, adjacent, future.
Next. Next.
Next, we have
To study.
to spend time and attention to learn something.
To study. To study.
Next, we have
History.
the record of everything that has happened to a group of people.
History. History.
Next, we have
Really.
truly, very.
Really. Really.
And last,
Cool.
used to show admiration and approval.
Cool. Cool.
Let's have a closer look at the usage of some of the words and phrases from this lesson. The first word is
Next month.
meaning the following period of around 30 days.
The year is split into 12 periods of between 28 to 31 days.
January, February, March, those 12.
Yes. Next means adjacent, so next month means the following of those 12 periods. So if it is the 1st of January, the next month begins on the 1st of February.
And if it is the 31st of January,
The next month still starts on the 1st of February. We can also use this pattern for other time periods such as next year or next week.
can you give us an example using this word?
Sure. For example, you can say, I plan on going on holiday next month.
Which means I plan on going on holiday in the next of the 12 periods. Okay, what's the next word?
Cool.
Meaning impressive or good. Cool has so many uses in English. Of course, it is used for temperatures that are between warm and cold.
Yep, but it is also an interjection that you can use to show that you are impressed by something or like what you have heard.
We use it in conversations a lot, right?
Yeah, it's an informal term and casual term. It's often used as a reply to something that somebody says to you.
Yeah, I like to use it all the time.
You do? Cool.
Can you give us an example using this word?
Sure. For example, you can say, You have a black belt in karate? Cool.
Which means, you have a black belt in karate? That's great. Now, on to the lesson focus. In this lesson, you'll learn about socializing in a casual setting and following conversations. In the dialogue, it sounded like Katrina was having fun at the party.
Yeah, she was doing well at having a natural sounding conversation. We spoke about these briefly in the key vocab section, but interjections are really useful in conversations.
Interjections like cool,
Yes, they help us show our feelings and thoughts in a quick way. Some interjections like or aren't really words. We can divide the interjections into two categories: mild interjections and strong interjections.
what are mild interjections?
These are interjections that are part of the sentence, although they're usually separated by a comma in written English. In spoken English, they just sound like part of the sentence.
Oh, like this?
Yes, the O at the start of that sentence would be a mild interjection. It just sounded like part of the sentence, right?
As did your right at the end there.
I think most native speakers don't even really recognize that they are saying these type of interjections, as they just flow so naturally. The other type of interjection are strong interjections, and they are more forceful. They can be standalone sentences and have an exclamation mark in written English.
Wow, they are different.
Wow is a great example of one, as is shh to make people quiet and yuck when you think something is disgusting.
Something else we can use in conversations is the present continuous tense.
Yeah, this is a great tense for giving information about ourselves. In the dialogue, Daniel said, I am studying history.
But he wasn't. He was at the party.
He didn't mean that he was studying history right at that exact moment, but he meant it in a more general sense. His current job, as such, is as a student studying history. So even though he wasn't physically studying history at that second, he was still a student.
So you can use this tense to talk about ongoing events in your life, even if they aren't happening right at that moment.
Yep. I'm sat here recording this podcast with you, David, but I'm also training for a marathon.
Are you? Wow. I'm training for a marathon too.
Ah, the word to was in the dialogue also. When it's at the end of a sentence, it means also.
Like we spoke about just. You are training for a marathon, and I am also training for a marathon.
Yeah, it's good to talk about shared experiences, so if anyone ever says anything that is the same for you, then make sure to say so using to.
You can just add it to the end of the sentence.
Yes, it's that easy. Let's give one more example. I like chocolate.
I like chocolate too. Okay, that's all for this lesson. Thank you for listening, everyone, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
How long have you lived here, Katrina?
About a month.
A month? Wow, so you're new to the area too.
Yeah, I start at the university next month.
What are you studying?
I'm studying history.
Oh, I'm studying history too.
Really? Cool.